Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Humna and I create content connected to art, healing and spirituality. I believe that we almost always forget who we are, and through these videos my intention is to share a little bit of a reminder, a message or a note that brings you back into yourself, because life is so chaotic. There's so much that is happening around us and within us. And sometimes for me, when I was in a phase where I was going through a lot of darkness, what really helped me was being open to receiving messages from the universe through everything and anything. I kind of started believing, which now I still believe and practice, is that the universe is talking to me. And so I became alert towards not what was happening to me, but what was happening, making me feel within myself. So everything that happens in my world, there is a meaning for it to happen. So I wouldn't focus on what was happening. I would focus on how that was making me feel in myself, and then go into that feeling to heal, to understand, to embrace, and just really allow myself to just be. And one of the things that I really teach people how to do is to just be. Being in your own presence, communicating, connecting, valuing your own self is what I truly believe is the game changer. And today's message was that came through was, you already are what you want to be. Just sit back and let life unfold without the need of controlling it all the time. You see, the world is actually really dense, and what it does is it constantly makes us want to do. So we are always tapped into our masculinity. That's the masculine energy of taking action, taking the lead, right? So going inwards towards our soul, towards our peace, we need to be disciplined to bring ourselves back home, to remind ourselves that the guidance is not that what is coming from the outside. The guidance that we will need in this phase of our lives as we move forward into the world changing and whatever else is happening, we need to really get in touch with our intuition, really solidify our connection, our communication with our intuition. Because you see, intuition is what helps us create new pathways, new ideas, not going constantly copying, comparing. And what that does is it makes your body carry all this load of wanting to be like somebody, or wanting to be better than somebody, or just this constant trying to becoming is so like, like, it's so, I don't know what the word for English is. It's kind of like half like wobbly walk. Like you're constantly wanting, needing, desiring. In that wanting, needing, desiring, you really forget what you truly already have. You are. You are a being that is present in this body, and you come from the heaven. In heaven, you have everything. So in you, you have everything. Within your soul, you have all the answers. You've just been looking for all those answers outside of you. When you sit back, take a nice deep breath in. When you allow yourself to feel everything that you are feeling in this very moment, your feelings are your guides. What you feel is what you will want to feel more if it is positive. If it's negative, then it is telling you that your body is in pain. So the more you connect to your emotional intelligence, which so many people overlook and don't even understand what it means. And for that, that's something that I truly believe in increasing and consciously increasing, not just like, yeah, I'll kind of work on my emotional intelligence. Not like that. You go to universities to increase your knowledge. But what about your emotional capacity? There's no space where teachers here to manage your emotions. Like you don't even know, because you haven't been allowed to feel them. You don't even know what anger has. Is it positive, is it negative, what can you do with it, how can you work with it? So you constantly try not to feel it, because everybody around you will get uncomfortable. So you don't do confront people, because you're like, oh my god, if I say something will happen, this will happen, that. There's so much outside noise that controls your life and your whole being. There's a constant need to becoming something that is like somebody else. And so today, it's like, if you can just sit with this thought, you already have, you already are what you want to be. So if you want to be an incredible artist, for example, you have the skills in you. When you allow yourself to sit with yourself and experiment with a certain medium, you don't worry about what you know and what you don't know, what will be, what will become, how will you draw, what will you do. You just allow yourself to play with a certain medium. Automatically, the medium itself will teach you what it needs you to do, so that you can bring to life something that is absolutely extraordinary, because you would have created that not by learning it, by experiencing it, by doing it, by committing to it. Right? And that's where you have to start shifting. So for example, you'd say, I want to do cooking, right? You want to be an amazing cook. Don't wait for you to become something. Know that you already are in yourself that what you want to be, and allow that inside voice to be your teacher, to remind you, because the reason you want to be something is because that's what your soul is programmed to do, and it already knows how to do it. And what happens is, yes, you can gain knowledge from the outside world, but even then, the real thing that you will ever create in this world will come from your inside soul, from your inside voice. You can gain as much knowledge from books and universities and mentors and people. You will always be copying them. You will always be influenced by them. But if you go within yourself and allow yourself to create in a space where you are not judged, and your teacher is your own self, your own soul, your soul brings in information from the divine creator, and that is where you create. You create because you are a creative being. All that you need is inside of you. So when you spend time with yourself, when you connect to your inner being, when you give yourself the commitment that no, I don't want to, I've learned what I need to do from the outside world, but now it's time for me to become that who I am here to become. In that moment, you welcome yourself to expanding your soul, so that you don't have anybody to compare yourself with. For when you create from the connection to like from your intuition, and so you don't have like somebody to compare with. There's no good or bad. It's your soul that dances on the sheet of paper in front of you. It's what you cook is guided by the smells, by the taste that you feel, and that is creativity. If that's something that resonates with you, and if you'd like to join me for my live sessions, which I run on Fridays, or you can book me for a one-to-one session, and I can help you, take you through your darkness towards your light, and unblock all these limiting beliefs that you have within you. Or what I personally did was did all these sessions, which are all accessible through my Patreon. You can go check them out, and they will shift you into becoming the most authentic self that you are, which is your creative being. It will take you to a place where you will feel so safe, so connected, so in communication, and you'll hear your intuition so loudly, clearly, that you will have all the paths in front of you open up, your opportunities will expand, your abundance will increase, you yourself will start living a life of purpose and meaning. When you become your own healer and you tap into your own soul, you rise from the inside out. The fountain that flows into this world is from the inside, and inside you is your light, inside you is your creator, inside you is that soul of yours that is absolutely ready to shine bright, because that's what it does. It's like the sun that expands and opens into the sky and changes the colors of the sky and makes everything be lit. You are a light being living inside this beautiful clay vessel. When you start valuing and merging the two, the union of the soul with the body expands you, increases you, and allows you to become your true, authentic self. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and peace, everyone. Enjoy yourselves and have an absolutely magical day. And never, ever, ever forget, you are that what you came here to be. So let go of the chase, come back home into your heart, and believe that you have a purpose. And for that, you are going to do everything and anything that you need to make that purpose be your project. You are amazingly talented, creative, and you were created for the purpose of bringing more light, more peace, and more harmony onto this world. So don't let anything distract you, and get on with it. Get out of your way and start shining. I love you. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.